Hello everyone, welcome back to channel. If Linux terminal still scares you, then this video will fix that. So these are the 50 Linux commands that take you from a complete beginner to a comfortable Linux user. So there will be no boring theory, only practical things. So let's begin. So here you will see I've divided this whole video into 6 sections. Okay, so each section is having different commands. So we will go section wise. Okay, so let's start with the very first section, the essentials. So we have these commands. Okay, so we will do one by one. Just open up your terminal. Okay, so here I'm using the Ubuntu VM in VirtualBox. You can also install it. And let me just open a new terminal, and the shortcut is the very first learning here is you can just do Ctrl Alt T to open a terminal. So the very first command which you should know is the pwd. Okay, so what does it mean? Basically it means your print working directory. Okay, so if you type a pwd, so here you can see I have divided this whole video into 6 different sections. Okay, so we'll start with the very first one, the essentials. So I'm using Ubuntu machine here, and to open a terminal you can just do Ctrl Alt T. Let me just increase the font size so that will be visible to you. So the very first command which we have, that is the pwd. What does it mean? It basically means present working directory. It means like where you are in the current file system on your Linux. So it will show this thing. Okay, then we have next list files. If you do ls, so it will show whatever files and directories are present inside the current directory that you can get using the ls command. Okay, then next we have cd. It means change directory. So just in Windows you have this file explorer, and here you can just go in different directories just by clicking, but here you need to do cd. So if you want to go into the desktop, then you will do cd desktop, and don't just go for typing like this. Just do de and hit the tab button. It will automatically autocomplete for you. Okay, so here you can see cd desktop. If I do ls here, then already some test directory I've created, that is there. Okay, for you it might be empty only. So if you want to go back to your directory, means one directory back, then you have to just do cd dot dot. So in this way you can go back one more directory. And if you want to suppose go in cd desktop and then test you have, then just type test. So now you are at the desktop text. Now if you have to go two directories back, then just do cd dot dot slash dot dot slash two times. When you will do dot dot slash, then you will go that's my directory back. If I do again 3 times, then I will be at the home path. Okay, so now the next one, if you do cd tilde, you will directly go at this path, home path, home ayush. Okay, so next we have the mkdir. That means creating a new folder or directory. So if you want to create a new directory, you can just do mkdir new dir. This is the name of the directory. If I do ls here, then you will see a new dir has been created here. Okay, then next we have a touch command. Okay, so we will go into the new dir, and we will do touch file name. So in case if you want to create an empty file, then that you can do like this only, touch file name. Even you can do touch file.txt, and even if you want to create multiple files like file 1, file 2, file 3, so that also you can create using the basic touch command. Okay, next we have copy files or directories. So for that what you can do, let me just clear the screen and do list. So suppose I want to copy this new directory. Okay, so to copy a directory you should always use -r flag. So whatever we use after hyphen, that is called as the flags. Okay, so cp-r new dir, then just do new dir underscore copy. So with this one more copy will be created for this particular directory. Okay, and if you have to copy file, then simply you can create a file, touch file, and you can just give cp file and then file underscore copy. And one more thing, if you want to just copy this file into some other directories, so I can just do cp file, and if I need in documents, I'll do just give the path documents, and if any name if you want to give, you can give. Otherwise you can just leave it as it is. It will copy the same file there. So if I go in documents, so here you can see file has been created or copied. Okay. Next we have the move command, that is the mv command. It has two things: it can move files as well, it can rename files as well. So for example, if I have to move this file underscore copy again to the documents, I will just use documents. Okay, so if I go in documents, then here you can see file copy has came. Okay, so if you want to rename it, still you can use the mv command, like file underscore copy and then file underscore copy underscore original something. So if you do ls here, then you will see this file name has been renamed from this to this. Okay. Next, moving onwards, we have this rmdir. So rmdir is a command which is used to remove the empty directories. Okay, so if I want to create a new directory, empty dir, and if I want to remove it, I can just do rmdir empty dir. So with this, it will remove this directory. It removes, it will basically delete it. But if the directory is having some files, like if you go in new dir, you have some files. Okay, so if you go to go for deletion of this directory, then you will get an error like directory is not empty. So in that case, what you need to do, you need to use rm-rf and then the directory name. And you should never use this rm-rf star just as it is. It will delete everything, whatever is will be present. Star is basically a wildcard, which means everything is present, it will delete. Okay. So the next command which we have in this section, that is the man command. Okay, so man command is basically manual. If you need a help with the ls command, you can do man ls and it will give you all the information which you need. So we have different flags of -a for capital -a b, all those things. Okay, just to exit you have to just type q. Even you can go for man cd. Cd is not there, man cp will be there. So cp is here. So you can just read about it if you want. If you forgot anything about any command, or if you want more information about any command, then that you can read it here. Okay, so that's it, and we'll move into the next section now. So guys, we completed this first section, so we can mark this as a green, right? So congratulations. Next, moving forward, we are going for the section 2. So in this one, we will see how you can read the file and how you can edit any particular file. Okay, so let's start the second section. Okay, so just open up your terminal. Okay, so the very first command in this section we have is the cat command. Okay, so we use cat command basically for two purposes. One is to read a file if you want to read any particular file, and the next you can just concatenate any, like two files if you have to concatenate, and that also you can do, and even you can create a new file. So we'll see about each uses. So the very first uses I will tell you about the creation of a file. So if you do cat, then this greater than symbol, and give any file name test.txt and write anything like hello, this is a test file. Sorry for the spelling mistake, and just do Control C or Control D you can do. And now if I want to read this file or want to see the content of this file, I will simply do cat test.txt. So in this way you can see the content of any particular file. And also one more thing, suppose if we create another file like test1.txt, so we'll see here, right here, this is another file, and do Control D, and if I do ls here, so you will see these two files I have created. Okay, so if I want to append the output of this one to this one, that also you can do using cat test1.txt. if you are appending first time, means if you want to create a new file, then you use single greater than, and if you want to append in any other file or concatenate, then you use two times this operator. Okay, that is called the redirection operator. So just use test.txt. So if I do now cat test.txt, so I will have the content of the file 1 also, test1.txt. Okay, next moving forward, we have the less command. Okay, so less is the command if you have a very large file and you want to see the each page of that file, means around some 10 or 100 lines at once. In that case you can use the less. If I do less here test.txt, as here I have only two files, two lines, then it won't be helpful for you. You can just do cat. Now you can scroll also here, but there is no use. Okay, just do quit. And next you have the head command. Head command is basically used to see the first 10 lines. Okay, so if I do head test.txt, here I have 2 lines only, so that's why it's showing like this. If I do vi test.txt and if I just do yy and pp, so I will just increase it to some multiple lines. You can see on the right corner lines numbers are increasing, it's going up to 250 around. Now we'll stop. Okay, so I'll just save this file, and now if I do cat test.txt, so you will see it will fully on my screen. Okay, this whole text. So now if you want to see the top 10, so you can do just head test.txt. It will give you 10 lines from the top, and if you want to see from the bottom, you can do tail. But before that, I will just change something, like I will append something in this file so that it will be differentiate for you. So I will write here something, just do Control D, and if I do tail here test.txt, so here you can see it's showing you from the bottom 10 lines. Even if you want 100, then you can just do head hyphen and 100, and you can give the file name, it will show you 100 lines at once. Okay, so this is the head and tail command. Let's see less command also, like here it will be very easy for you to understand. So here you can see you can just scroll also one. Okay, so just do Q to quit. Then next we have the vi editor. Okay, the one which I opened, so that we'll see later. Okay, because it's too many things I need to explain there, we'll see later. The next we have the grep command. Okay, so grep is simply like control F in your Windows system. If you want to search anything for a specific keyword or something, it will give you all the file where that keyword is present. So it's something like that. So here if I do cat test.txt, so here you will see, you will find this something is written at the last. Okay, so if you want to see like where is something written, so means in this file, so you can just do grep and the keyword, and then you give the file name, so it will show where it's present. If you do here star.txt, so it means it will go through all the txt files which is present in this current directory, and it will give you from there, and it will give you in which file this particular word is present. So for grep you can use -i all option also to ignore the case, and even you can use -n option to know at which line this is present. So this is present at the 308 line. So this is the one use cases of the grep command. Then we have the echo. If you want to print something on the screen, you can just do echo print, or if you are going to use shell script, then there you will be using this echo command to print text on the terminal. Then next we have the wc command, that is used for the word count. So if you want to see how many lines you have in this test.txt, you can see like 308 lines you have here. And the next one you have the sort command. It will sort any file. So if I do sort test.txt, it will sort in something, but here nothing to sort, I think. If I create any file like wait, we will create with this only t.txt, and we'll give 1 2 3, then 45, then 5, then something like this. Okay, Control D. If I do sort t.txt, so here you can see it has sorted in a particular order. Okay, but if you want to sort based on numeric, so you need to see some different options here, like sort -- help. If you do, so you can see which option you can use for the numeric. So there will be some option like -g, I think. So we can use sort -g test.txt, not text, t.txt. Okay, so and if I want to redirect this to some different file, you can just do this redirection operator and t2.txt. If you do cat t2.txt, you will have all the numbers in the sorted order. So that's it for this section. We'll see in the next one. So we have completed the second section as well. Okay, so I know few we have not covered, that is the editor one. So we'll not mark it as a green, we'll mark it as a yellow as the pending ones. We'll cover it later. Okay, so next we have this third section about the system status. So let's go one by one for this now. Okay, so the very first command which you should know as the top one. Okay, so what this command shows you, like which process is consuming how much CPU and the memory as well, you can see. Okay, so you can see here some genome cell is consuming around 3.7% CPU. Okay, but if you will be working on your production server or any environment, or if any application is running on the this particular machine, then that process obviously you will see here. Okay, then next we have the H top. So that's not like internal tool that needs to be installed, so you can install it using just sudo apt install htop. Okay, that will not do now, we'll do it later. Then we have the ps command. Okay, so this will show the processes. So if you want to check any process like ps-ef and then you want to grep any process name like grep java or something, or grep docker any process is running or not, so you can see here docker is running something as a root. So you can see by using this ps-ef grep docker command, you can just grep which process means what is the process id, who is running. So here you can see the root is the user, and the pid here you can see this is basically the process id, and this is the time and all you can see. Okay, so this is the command which you can use to check the process. Then we have the free command. So free will basically show you the how much memory you have on the system, that is the RAM basically. So if you do free -g8, then you will see in your like human readable format. So here you can see we have the total of 2.9 GB of RAM, free is 633, used in 1.1, all these things. Okay, so that in that case you have to use free command. Then you have the very important command, that is the df command. Okay, so it will show you like whatever disk you have, so how much percentage of storage you are using, how much like GBs is available. So for that also you can use df-h. So -h is the flag which you can use to get the data in the human readable format. So here you can see these are all my like disk attached. So the main one which you have to see, that is the this slash. Okay, because it gives you from there from this one. Okay, so here you can see I have total of 98 GB and 19 GB is getting used. Okay, then you have du-sh. Okay, so you have du-sh star. So it will give you from any directory, if you want to go and run this command, it will give you how much size your each file and directory is consuming. So here you can see everything is consuming around 4 KB only. Then next you have the uname command. Okay, so that is just to know the system name. Then you have the host name. So that you can see like this is my host name I have set, but in the any like if you are working, then you can just do hostname -i to see the IP address of your machine. Then next you have the uptime to check from how much time that server is up. So here you can see up is 53 minutes and one user is only logged in, so that also you can see. Then you have the date command to see the current date and time. Okay, so this is all in this section. Next we'll see in another section. Okay guys, so we have completed section 3 as well. Let's mark it as green. So we have not completed this one. Okay, we'll do it later in another video, that's fine. Okay, let's start with the section 4, that is the permission and users. So here we will start with the very first command, that is the sudo command. Okay, so you might have heard about the root user, sudo user. So means what does it mean basically? So if any command is there, like if anything is there that you can't do it on your own but you need someone's help, so that is basically a root user which can do anything in your Linux system. So that is basically a admin user. If you want to go into that one, you can just do sudo -i and enter the password of your current user, and now you are as the root user. And if you do who am I, it will show you with which user you are logged in now. So here it is the root user. So with this one you can do anything which you want to do, but be careful in your production environments. Okay, Next one, we have the su command to switch user. So if I want to switch back to the Ayush, so I can now switch back easily using cd Ayush. Okay, so here you can see I can't do L because I'm at the root user path. I will do just cd tilt to go back at my home directory. Okay, next we have the ch mode to change permissions. Okay, so if I do ls hyphen, or let me do, I will create a directory with permission something. Okay, and here we'll create a file touch file or file2 something, and if I do ls hyphen l here, you will see these two files are there, and here you can see the permissions here. So here first three field defines the users, other three field defines the group, and then other three fields define the others. Okay, so first three field means this one, then this one, and then this last one. And these first one, it defines what kind of file it is. If it is a file, then it will be hyphen. If I create a directory, then it will be d there. Okay, so here if I do ls hyphen l, so here is the d. So to change the permission, so if I create a script here test.sh, and if I just do like this bin bash, and I do here, okay, let me show you vi here only, then vi test.sh. So basically the name of the file which you want to create, then you have to go into the insert mode, that is one mode to write. So just do I and type, okay, bin bash, then echo hello world. Okay, so now to save it, just type escape, then shift colon wq and this to exit. Okay, so now if I do ls hyphen l and test.sh, so here r means read, w means write, x means execute. So I don't have execute permission. If I do here /test.sh, it will tell me permission denied. But if I do chmod plus x to give execute permission for this script, and if I do again this test.sh, it got executed. And if I do ls-l, you can see it has now the green color as well. So this is the chmod command to modify your file permissions. Then we have the change ownership. Okay, so in case if I go back again as a not root user, I will open a new terminal, and then I will go sudo -i, then go at this path, just copy it, and now if I create a direct mkdir test2, and here if we do ls-l, so you can see the user is root and owner is also root. You can go into this particular directories and all, but owner you will see here is the root one. So to change the owner, you use the command change ownership, but you can't do from here because this is created by the root, so root only can change. If I want to do here Ayush colon Ayush and test2, so it will give me changing ownership operation not permitted. So you should do from the root user. So let me just copy this and do here, and if I go here ls-l, so ownership has been changed to Ayush user. Okay, so now let's talk about another command, that is the user add one to create a new user account. So if I do user add, you can give any name like what to give, brave. So okay, I can't, I need to log in as a root user, then I will be doing, or you can just use sudo here, that is also fine. So just give Ayush, and now if I do here user has been created. Okay, but now you need to change password as well, so just do password and give the username. You need to give sudo, so give a new password as brave only, then brave only. Now we'll switch to brave user, give password brave, and here cannot change directory because currently that directory is not there. Okay, so you need to create that particular home/brave. Okay, So actually there are, if I do here who am I, then it will be Brave only. Okay, so we'll see in detail in other user management video. That's the basic thing you should know. User add and even password command also you can use, so you can change password for yourself as well. So current password you need to type, then you need to type I don't want to exit, sorry, I don't want to change it, that's why it got exited, that's fine. So for current password you can just type password and it will start changing your password. Okay, then next we have this id command to show all the information about your current logged in user, like uid, gid, all those things. Okay, and the next one we have the very important command, that is the previous command. If you want to know about the previous commands what you have typed, you can just do history and you will see all the list here. And even if you want to grab something, like you remember you forgot something, some commands, long command, then in that case just do like this, pipe and grep, so you can see where you all have used chmod. So that's it for this section and I will see you in the next one. So guys, we completed section 4 as well, so that's a very good thing. Congrats. Now the last only 2 sections is remaining, so let's cover this again one by one. So now here the first one is the ping command. So basically we use ping command to see the server reachability, whether we are able to connect to another server or not. So for now I don't have any other server, then I can check this one with just google.com. So with this mean, if we are getting response back, so it means we are able to connect with that particular server or this particular domain name. So if here you got the IP as well, so I'll just show you. If you guys just go on your browser and type this IP, will go to the google.com. And how this happened, it's all because of the DNS. Okay, that we'll see in some other video. Then we have another command, that is the IP. So here you need to just give some different flags. You can give IP address to see the IP address. Even you can go for the if config, but for that I think some net tools you need to install. So if we do this one, just give Ayush. So if config we can do, that's better than IP actually. So if I do here if config, so it will show me the IP addresses from the different. Okay, so these are the different adapter names. Okay, so you can see the different IP addresses for each adapter. So you can check IP address using this host name -i as well, right, that we had discussed in another video, not video, in another section. Okay, then next we have the curl command. Okay, so that you can use it for testing your APIs, or yeah, APIs only we use mostly. Curl command, if I do here curl and same http google.com, will get something 301 move we are getting. If I do https, then also okay, same thing. So basically we use curl command to do the API testing. Then we have the wget command to download any file from the internet. Okay, so you have to just give the URL of the particular file and it will give it to you. For example, here if I just do google.com, so it will just download index.html mostly. So here you will see somewhere it will be index.html. Okay, so you can use wget command to download any file from the internet. Then last we have the SSH command. So for that we need another server to connect to it. So if you want to connect to any remote host, then you can just connect using this syntax SSH, and if any pem file you have, then file.pem, or if your key is already present there, then that you can means then this -i is not required. Then here you can just give the username as a IP. So that SSH you will see it in detail in other videos. So for now this syntax is fine for you. Okay, so that's it for this section, and I will see you in the next section. So we completed section 5 as well. Let's move to the section 6, and the first command, that is the find command. So basically we use find command in that scenario when you want to find any particular file from your current directory. Okay, so we are currently at pwd. If I want to find a file which ends with the star.txt, then I will simply do star.txt, and here I will do dot for the from where I want to search. Here it can be any directory. Then I is to ignore the case and name, for just to give the name. And here you can give any file name, and here I've given a star.txt, which means any file that ends with star will come into my result. So here you can see trace copy file.txt and minikube logs and all, everything is coming up here. Okay, then we have the next command, that is the locate. So locate command is just an alternative of find. Find is basically looking from your current directory. Locate will search anywhere. Okay, even if I go to cd documents and locate index.html, as it's present one directory back. So here you will see it's giving me this. I was looking for this, but others also wherever it was present index.html. So with locate you can get the files, means anywhere that file is present, that you can get using the locate command. Okay, then next we have what we have, tar command. Tar command is basically used to compress any directory or a big file. So if I want to compress this tar hyphen, we can do which one, new dir copy. If I do, so you can use C for compression, V for versioning, and ZF for the ZZ format. So tar hyphen ZZ CVZF, then you have to give the directory name and then dot tar dot ZZ and then the content. So here you will see this tar file has been created. Now to untar, you can just use the x2 xvzf and the tar name. So if we do this, then this will be extracted. Okay, the next we have the alias. So alias we use to create the shortcuts. If you want to do ls-l or ls-all, or do you want to, for history you don't want to like type history, you can create a alias like alias h equal to, then you can give like this history. So if I do h, then history will come. Okay, so in this way you can use alias. So this you can add in your bash script, and you can even do C to clear. So if I do C, it will clear my screen. So this you can add if you need permanent. You can add this into your bash profile if it's present. If it's not, then you can do in wait dot bash underscore profile. It's not there, so you can just do in bash rc. Just go at last, and you can give alias c equal to clear, save it. You can just do source dot bash rc, now do c, it will work. If I open again another new terminal, I type c, it will work. So that's it guys, we completed all the sections, and I will see you in the next one. So guys, we have completed all the 6 sections, and if you are still here in this video, then thank you so much for watching till now. And if you have any queries, please ask us in the comment section, and I will see you in the next video. And please share it with other people as well, and subscribe our channel. Thank you so much for watching guys.